Cette fois, j'ai été en retard, c'est la deuxième fois. Non, non. J'ai été en retard il y a à peu près 3 ans.
One time and then today twice. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Well, you got to ask why. Because I just made an offer in 4 minutes that I sent to the client to sign.
Yeah.
On est bon?
Yes, sir.
Ça, c'est live?
Yes, everybody's on.
All right.
We got 10, 11 folks online. We got this beautiful gang with us. Today we're doing prequal. Everything is up and running.
All right, all right, all right.
And
And we're going to have fun.
yes.
All right. I love it.
All right.
Okay, good. Well, thank
Enjoy.
you guys for coming. Again, sorry I was late. So, pre-qualification. So let me tell you guys something. You guys like to make a little bit of money or a lot of money?
A lot.
You better grasp what I'm going to say today. Because that's where the money is. The money is in pre-qualification. Do you know why?
Why?
You didn't learn that why yet?
I thought you wanted us to ask why.
Oh, no. I'm asking you to tell me why. Why do you think it's so important?
You don't lose time.
You win time. You don't just not lose time. You win time. You got to understand something. You are paid by the hour. You just don't know it. You're paid by the hour. You just don't know it. You get a certain amount of money for a certain amount of hours. The beauty of our business is you can decide how much you get per hour. You cannot force it on your client. You have to earn it. See, a lawyer would tell you, okay, my hourly rate is $150. And he starts billing you every time you're having a conversation. Okay. You go to any other service, they'll either tell you how much it is per service, right, that you're asking for. You go to a notary and they'll say, okay, a closing will cost $2,000. Let's say they take 10 hours to do the job. How much are they paid per hour? 200. So they know how many hours they got to work to do your job. The beauty of real estate is you don't know how long it will take you to close a deal. Okay? So obviously, the more you track your numbers, the more you'll know about this. But let me tell you a little secret. The more you pre-qualify the buyers and the sellers, the more questions you ask to the buyer or the seller, the more you make per hour. Let me tell you what I mean by that. So you have I'm going to tell you a little quick, right? I got the call at 12:47, 12:48. One of my past clients, we've been doing business for ages. Fadi, I need to make an offer on this property. He sends me the property. That's 12:48. I was late by 4 minutes. Okay, so calculate with me. Calculate how much I made per minute if I do that sale. So he calls me up. I know him. I know his money. I know he has the money. I have his statements. I have a lot of access to them. Okay, so that's the advantage. I've been dealing with him for years. I look at the listing. I noticed that it just came out yesterday night, so I know there's no offers on it. Right? So he says, what do you think we should do? I said, full price, cash offer, inspection and visit. I said inspection. He absolutely wanted the visit. I said, you're going to screw it up, but that's fine. Hopefully he won't. I would have just made the inspection. And I said, worst case, it would have cost you $500 and you don't like the place, you walk away. But he wanted to make the inspection. So that's fine. So now what did I pre-qualify? He didn't want full price initially. No, make another price. I said, okay, 630. He says, yeah. I said, you're screwing up again, but fine, I'll put whatever you want. So he texts me back, okay, 660. Okay. So what I'm trying to say to you is the more you pre-qualify, the faster you understand their needs and their situation, the more you will make. So if that deal goes through, it's a pretty interesting deal. 48 plus 4, 16 minutes, not bad. Okay, the offer is sent, so he just needs to sign and I'll forward it.
2-3%? How much your commission?
2%, not bad. Okay, so why is it important to pre-qualify a buyer or a seller? Let's take a seller, for example, okay? Let's work, we can work for a buyer or seller. Which one do you guys prefer?
Seller.
Okay. If you would have said buyers, I would have fired you. Okay, good. So, sellers, good. So let's pre-qualify a seller. How do we why is it important to pre-qualify a seller?
You know, their motivation.
Who has this book with him? Where's your books?
Javier.
Javier's the only one in,
Javier.
like really?
Here. We're making calls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open your prequel. There's 12 questions in the prequel.
It's number
Prequalification,
one.
okay?
21. Prequalification.
Ça, c'est précal 2. L'autre avant, c'est précal 1. Combien de questions? Combien? Dernier, c'est quoi?
C'est tout 12 questions.
Hein,
Ouais.
12, hein? Je ne les ai pas oubliés.
Non.
Parfait, OK. Mais peut-être que j'ai oublié. 12. OK. La première question, c'est quoi? Lis-la, puis je vais vous répéter qu'est-ce que je veux dire par là.
Si c'est que je vous dis à deux de sens et que vous sentez confortable et confiant que je peux vendre votre maison, planifiez-vous inscrire votre maison avec moi lorsque je vendrai vous voir les...
Ce soir, à cela. OK.
OK.
Question is simple. Hey, buddy, if I come and see you tonight and what I say makes sense, are you willing to list your home with me now? What can you have as an answer for this?
Yes, no, talk about it.
Yes?
No. No.
Maybe.
No,
Maybe.
and maybe. Okay. Good news. If he says yes, that's good news. If he says no, is that good news or bad news?
Excellent news.
Okay. You say excellent. Fine. Okay. If you say who says it's bad news,
No, it's good news.
it's good news. Okay. Why is it good news?
You're not wasting your time.
You're wrong, but that's fine. It's a
You're
good start.
gaining time.
It's a good start. It's a good start. Why did you say it's great news?
Well, I was gonna say that, it saves you time.
Saves you
If somebody's
time?
not realistic and doesn't wanna actually work with you, then why am I coming to this appointment?
Okay. So you just said it. So what is your next question?
When?
No, you just said it. Say it again.
You said it so fast.
You said it so fast you forgot.
Yeah. No, why am I coming to this appointment?
Yeah, so you say, okay, great, no problem. You don't want, you're not looking to sign today. Why do you want to meet with me? Well, I want to know what you have to say. Right? He could answer anything. Now it's up to you to dig. Now I'm giving you 12 questions. These are the basic 12 questions. You can always dig more. So a question would be, okay, Mrs. Shula, I understand that you don't want to list tonight with me. So what would it take for you to list tonight with me?
Answer?
Yeah.
I want my price.
Okay, so let me repeat my question. Maybe I wasn't clear on my question. If what I say makes sense to you and you feel comfortable and confident that I, Fadi, can sell your home, would you list with me tonight?
We'll see.
Okay, great. Now I went from no to we'll see. What do we want to see? What do we want to see in a prequal?
How motivated they are.
How motivated they are, right? So you say, okay. So you keep going, and at one point we're talking about price. So we'll go with it. You say, can I ask you before I even continue, guys? Listen, how much I pre-qualify a seller. So can I ask you when you said we'll see? Can I ask you what are the 3 things you want to look at? The most important things that you want to look at.
The price, the commission, and you as a broker.
Oh, okay, awesome. So if you like the price that I have to suggest to you, and it makes sense to you, and also the commission makes sense, obviously, to sell the house, and the last one that you think that I'm the right agent for you, would you list with me tonight?
You will.
You see, now,
Je pense qu'elle va vendre sa maison.
t'as vu comment qu'est-ce que c'est?
No, because I'm giving like whatever I get as a, not that exactly.
Well, did
but
you-
they give me a hard time, so I give them.
Okay, well, that's not a lot of hard time. That was pretty easy. Okay, so let's go with the next question. Are you planning on interviewing any other agents? Right? Les connais, mes scripts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alors, tu poses la question. Pourquoi on pose cette question? Alors, je vais la poser, la question. Qui veut me répondre? Javier, est-ce que tu penses rencontrer d'autres courtiers ce soir? Pas ce soir, mais autres que moi, pour vendre la maison. Viens, rentre.
Je peux rencontrer un autre
Tu es en
courtier.
retard. Ah oui, ils sont jamais en retard. J'ai été en retard 2 fois dans ma carrière, donc aujourd'hui à 4 minutes.
Bon, je peux rencontrer un autre courtier après votre rendez-vous.
OK, mais vous n'avez pas pris de rendez-vous, c'est ça?
Pas pour l'instant.
OK, d'accord. So now what do I know? I know she may sell her house if what I say makes sense, if the price makes sense. Okay? And I know that she has no other appointments, or he doesn't have any more appointments. OK? Troisième question. S'il dit oui, je vais rencontrer d'autres courtiers, qu'est-ce que je fais? Moi, je demande tout le temps la question. Ah oui, excellent. Qui allez-vous rencontrer? I want to know who my competition is. Okay. If they say yes. Okay. Numéro 3.
Dites-moi encore, où allez-vous déménager?
Pourquoi on pose cette question? Pourquoi est-ce qu'on pose cette question?
Motivation.
Yes, eventually. But why do I ask it now before I even put it up for sale? Why do I do that?
Connaître la motivation du vendeur.
Qu'est-ce qu'on est en train d'essayer de voir depuis le début? Est-ce qu'il est motivé à vendre ou est-ce que ça va me faire perdre mon temps? Am I losing my time with this human being? Okay, so that's the third question. Quatrième question.
Dans combien de temps vous devez vous y être?
OK, so il m'a dit qu'il s'en va à Trois-Rivières. Parfait. Dans combien de temps vous devez y être? Répondez-moi, quelqu'un.
6 mois.
6 mois? Qui m'a répondu?
3 mois.
C'est toi? 6 mois? OK. 6 mois? OK, parfait, d'accord. Est-ce que je peux vous poser une question? Ben, regardez bien, I'm gonna dig more. Est-ce que vous devez être à Trois-Rivières dans 6 mois ou est-ce que vous voulez vendre dans 6 mois? Vous voulez être là-bas dans 6 mois. Donc, vous voulez dans votre nouvelle maison dans 6 mois.
Exact.
OK. Est-ce que vous allez acheter ou est-ce que vous allez louer?
Je ne sais pas encore.
Vous ne savez pas encore. OK, on en discutera ce soir. Now I know what do I know? 6 months later, he has to be there. Which means what? Which means he needs to make an offer there. If he makes an offer there on a rental or on is it immediate? No, he needs at least 1 month. So he needs to be making offers 5 months down the line, which means he has to have a finalized offer on his property at least 2 weeks before that. Right? Think about it. If you have an offer in the 4th month, it takes 15 days to get financing, inspection, and make sure that the sale happens. So now, is this person motivated to sell? Yes, but we still don't know about the price. Right? Okay, what's the next question?
Lors de la rencontre, à combien vous voulez lister votre maison?
Okay, là, je vais revenir à ma vendeuse préférée. Shula, this phone, I'm going to sell it. And I'll make more money on that phone than with all of you guys together. Okay? Shula,
Yes.
alors, quel prix, lorsqu'on va se rencontrer ce soir, à quel prix vous aimeriez lister la propriété?
500 000.
500 000. D'accord. Now, pause. Your job, now you have work to do after we finish the pre-qual. Your job is to check what her house is worth. Fast. How do you do that? She has a bungalow in Pierrefonds, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, basement.
Analyse de comparable.
Rapidement. Je vais vous dire pourquoi c'est important. On ne rentre pas dans les détails encore. Pour le moment, c'est rapide. Une fois que j'ai fini la préqualification, je vais vérifier. Et on va dire que sa maison vaut 400 000 parce que là, je vais continuer la préqual. OK? C'est bon, d'accord? Elle m'a donné un prix. J'écris 500 000. Prochaine question.
En tant que courtier immobilier,
Non, time out.
non.
Qu'est-ce que
Merci.
c'est écrit avant ça? Oui.
Merci.
Ça a écrit si elle ne te donne pas de chiffres.
Ah, ok, oui, exact.
Si elle ne vous donne pas de chiffres, là, vous lisez la section après. Sinon, vous continuez. Numéro 6.
Combien devez-vous sur la propriété?
Alors, combien devez-vous sur la propriété?
Sir, can you do that one without her giving the price?
Yeah. Well, he just said it.
Argue like,
Argue like that? Okay, I'll argue.
sure, pretend you don't know, and you don't want to give him the price.
Okay, so je vais vous laisser décider du prix. OK, parfait. Madame Choula, vous savez, en tant que professionnel de l'immobilier, je vois des maisons, j'analyse des maisons à la journée longue. Donc, je présume que vous voulez la mettre en vente à un prix qui cause la vente de la maison, n'est-ce pas? Alors, quel prix n'iriez-vous pas en dessous?
Je suis là pour écouter ce que vous avez à me dire.
Good. So no matter what I get from that answer, I'm going to quit. No, I'm still going. Guys, if I don't get an answer from her, I'm not done with her after that. Okay? I'm going to get an answer no matter what. Okay? And I'll get to it further down the line. Okay? We'll get to it.
So you pause and you let it go.
No, I
For now.
pause and I keep going with my questions.
Okay.
OK? Combien devez-vous sur la propriété? Ça, c'est l'hypothèque. Est-ce que c'est important de poser la question? Pourquoi?
Savoir combien se vend et figure out.
Si elle, veut, si elle doit 450 000 et que la maison vaut 400 000, allez-vous être payé?
Non.
Est-ce que l'autre courtier va être payé? Oui. Qui va le payer? Vous.
OK.
On ne s'en va pas dans un marché en hausse, là, je vous le dis. Là, c'est important que vous l'écoutez. Cette question-là va vous éviter de perdre beaucoup d'argent. Beaucoup de monnaie. Vous, en tant que courtier, vous êtes responsable. Vous êtes responsable du salaire de l'autre courtier. S'il n'y a pas assez d'argent dans la transaction, on s'en va la chercher dans vos poches. Is that clear? I'm going to say it in English so everybody understands. If there's not enough money in the transaction, the other agent is allowed to take his full commission from your pocket. You better ask that question. If you used to ignore it before, you better not ignore it now because I'm just telling you what it is. You're going to get in trouble. Okay? Next question.
Avez-vous déjà pensé à la vendre par vous-même?
OK? Alors, avez-vous déjà pensé à vendre la propriété par vous-même? Oui, non, peut-être, on s'en fout. Prochain.
Est-ce que vous aiderez à l'acheteur à financer la maison ou voulez-vous avoir le montant comptant?
OK? Alors, est-ce que c'est clair comme question? Est-ce que vous voulez, lorsque vous allez vendre la maison, est-ce que vous allez aider le financement? Dans le financement, je vais vous dire, ça se peut que ça soit oui éventuellement. Là. Ça s'en vient, OK? Oui.
C'est ça que je voulais demander dans le marché actuel.
Dans le marché actuel, c'est possible que ça devienne oui.
Est-ce qu'on peut peut-être avoir un cours là-dessus? Comment.
Envoie un courriel à Yasmine, à Dimitri. Donc, je vais essayer de vous faire un cours là-dessus.
Merci.
OK? Pourquoi c'est important, cette question-là? C'est parce que les taux d'intérêt sont élevés et donc, il y a des gens qui sont d'un certain âge ou qui sont aisés financièrement, ils n'ont pas de problème. Ils disent, OK, moi, il n'y a pas de problème. S'il veut acheter ma maison, 500 000, je n'ai pas besoin de l'argent ailleurs parce que j'ai déjà d'autres maisons. Je suis prêt à lui financer 400 000 à un taux d'intérêt de 5 pour 2 ans, 3 ans, peu importe. OK? Ça peut arriver. Oui.
Ça m'est arrivé déjà avec le Flex, déjà 4-5 fois.
Bon, voilà.
Comme,
Ça peut arriver.
j'ai rencontré certaines personnes, puis même les personnes font partie des clubs d'investissement et tout ça.
L'investisseur du Québec, oui.
Oui, puis même eux autres, les gens que j'ai rencontrés, ils n'étaient pas sûrs à 100% comment formuler l'offre.
Oui, ça va.
Et
Dans
moi,
le
ça
commerce, c'est un combien de logements?
8.
OK. Dans les 8 logements, c'est possible, mais ça va être problématique parce que la banque calcule la rentabilité de l'immeuble et lorsqu'il y a une balance de vente, s'il y a de l'intérêt sur la balance de vente,
La banque aime pas
ça
ça.
va être difficile.
Mais là, est-ce que tu fais une entente de base sur le côté sans que la banque sache?
Moi, si tu me parles de ça, tu vas me mettre dans le trou, puis je ne veux pas être dans le trou. Non. La réponse est non.
Exactement.
OK? C'est bon? OK? Prochaine question.
Pourriez-vous me décrire votre maison?
OK. L'autre question, c'est pourriez-vous, can you please describe your home for me? Why do we ask that question? Pour savoir quel genre de personnalité. Est-ce qu'il parle vite? Est-ce qu'il parle lentement? Est-ce qu'il est analytique? Est-ce qu'il est aimable? Essayez de comprendre un petit peu sa situation. Prochaine question.
Je vais vous envoyer une trousse d'informations. Allez-vous prendre le temps de les consulter?
OK. La trousse d'informations, c'est votre VIP package qu'on vous apprend comment faire. On doit l'envoyer en main propre, les amis, pas par courriel. En main propre. OK? Imprimé, papier, envoyé. Vous pouvez l'envoyer avec quelqu'un. Vous pouvez aller le porter par vous-même. Mais il faut le donner à votre client. Pourquoi est-ce que c'est important? Je me répète à toutes les fois que je vous parle du VIP package. Pourquoi c'est important d'envoyer le VIP package en main propre? Wow! No, not really.
Rejection.
Mais je suis sûre que c'est bien reçu.
You wanna lower the price, you give them advance, so when you're there, they're not,
They need to know everything about you guys before you get there. The more they know, the less questions. The more you pre-qualify, the more you give them information in advance, the less questions
During
Make
the
sense?
presentation.
during the
And
presentation.
also it shows that you're more professional.
Absolutely, it shows
You
professionalism.
give that package, it's like, oh, this is serious. This is-
OK?
Tu vas assurer qu'on va les lire. Parce que
Oui,
tu me
absolument,
donnes-
parce que regardez, dans la préqualification, c'est le premier élément. Le deuxième élément, c'est de préparer le VIP package et le livrer en main propre. Troisième, c'est d'appeler et confirmer qu'ils ont bien reçu et lu le document. If they didn't read it, if they did not read it, you're going to have challenges during the visit. I'm telling you, they need to read your VIP package because it has what in it? Your commission. It has what in it? Your price. It has what in it? Your 18 point of action. It has what else? Your track record. What else? Referrals. What else? A contract and a seller declaration. It has everything they need.
Which they fill out. You ask them to fill out as much as they can by themselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to be in and out as fast as possible. Okay? With the contract. C'est bon? OK. So, donc, la dernière question.
Avez-vous des questions
Avez-vous
avant
des
mon
questions pour
réveil?
moi? Parfait. Donc, là, il ne m'a pas donné de prix. On est d'accord? Prends ta page, va à l'autre page juste après. Ça, c'est votre précal 2. Si elle ne me donne pas de prix, si elle me donne un prix ou si elle ne me donne pas de prix, if she gives the price or not, what do I have to do? First thing, before I prepare the VIP package and it takes me half an hour to an hour, what is the first thing I got to do? I got to see, does her price make sense? She wanted, let's say it's two different people. The shula that gave me 500 and the shula that didn't give me a price. In both cases, I need to know what her price is worth. So I make a quick checkup. Even though she gave me 500 or did not give me anything, doesn't matter. I'm still going to do what? I'm going to call her back.
Yeah.
The minute, if she gave me let's say she would have given me 400,000, 420, okay, I'm fine. I don't need to call her back. But the fact that she gave me 500 and Shula version 2.0 gave me nothing, okay? I'm going to go with prequal 2. What is prequal 2?
Quand je vous ai appelé et je vous demandé combien vous voulez pour la maison, vous m'avez dit
Vous m'avez dit, whatever she said, dans la première conversation, vous m'avez dit que vous vouliez 500 000 $. Est-ce que c'est correct? Deuxième, ce serait, vous m'avez demandé de faire une vérification, n'est-ce pas? OK? Continue.
Après mes recherches, j'ai découvert que des maisons similaires à la vôtre se vendent au maximum de 500 000,
400 000.
400 000. Alors, je vais le vendre.
400 000.
Je vais le listing.
Je vais le lister.
Alors, je vous appelle pour vous demander si vous avez fait des ajouts ou des autres rénovations à la maison qui pourraient expliquer la différence de prix.
Now she wants 500. The market says 400. Who do I believe? The market. Because if you believe her, you're not going to list. If she,
You won't sell.
you'll just spend money for no reason. Okay? So, now I need to have a conversation with her. So go ahead, answer me.
No?
No, you haven't done anything? Okay. C'est quoi après?
Quand nous allons mettre votre maison sur le marché, si les acheteurs veulent payer au plus
400 000 $.
400 000, allez-vous quand même vendre?
Allez-vous quand même vendre votre maison? Vous voulez un bon prix, d'accord.
Parce que c'est
Okay, guys, look at the difference between a professional and an amateur. Would the amateur go?
Yes.
Would the professional go?
No.
Time out.
Unnecessarily.
Time out.
Unnecessarily.
A professional will ask more questions.
Yeah.
Mrs. Shula, can I ask you one more question?
Yeah.
You said to me you need to be in Trois-Rivières in 6 months.
Right.
Is that still the case?
Yes.
If there's not a single person in the greater Montreal that offers you more than $400,000 for your property, would you keep your property and move to Trois-Rivières, or are you still deciding to keep it on the market for as long as it takes?
I need to sell. I want to go to Florida as soon as possible.
Okay, so I'm being very honest with you. If nobody offers you more than 400,000, would you sell the home and move to Trois-Rivières?
Yes, but maybe closer to 420, 430.
Ah, what do I have now? Now I have a motivated seller that thinks she was tough. Because in reality, what is it that you want? Do you want to keep your home or do you want to sell your home? I want to sell. If no one gives you a price that you are dreaming of, do you still need to sell and move to Trois-Rivières? So you see, guys, how long this whole conversation went on? 5, 10 minutes max? Like really, the whole thing, we've been verifying? How much time would it take you to go see her face to face for you to hear that she wants 500,000?
5 hours.
An hour.
An hour going, an hour back, traffic, wasting time. The research, guys, the more you pre-qualify the buyers and sellers, the less time you waste.
What if she would have
You know what you're
said
going in
another agent told me, because I hear this a lot.
Oh yeah, well, give me those fun ones.
So
Give me those fun ones.
another agent said I could sell for 500.
Okay, and why didn't you list it with him?
Well, I'm still considering my options here. I haven't
Mhm.
decided an agent yet.
Can I ask you which comparables he showed you? Maybe I missed it. Can you go through your documents and show me which comparables he saw at 500,000?
Well, it was verbal. It was a verbal.
Oh, so he just thought he could sell it at that price.
I guess so.
Okay, I'm being very honest with you. So I'll ask you a question. Do you want somebody to just tell you what they think it's worth, or do you want somebody that actually does the work and make the research and make sure that you know how much it's worth? What do you prefer?
Okay.
No, keep going.
Oh.
Let's have fun.
Yeah.
You guys want to screw up?
I
Keep
want
going.
someone who knows what they're doing.
So
Obviously.
you really want somebody professional?
Yes.
Okay, and this is why you didn't sign with that other agent.
For now, yes.
Okay, good. So let me ask you one last question. Are you okay with the price I just told you? Now, again, I haven't seen your property. Maybe it's worth more. But are you okay with 400,000 as a bottom price?
Honestly, not really. But if I have to sell at that price, I mean, I'll do it.
Okay, fair enough. Will I go?
But the thing is you find
What
that
region?
Yeah, give me all the objections. I love it.
no, it's for $100, but she owe to the bank $380.
I would not go.
Okay, yeah. Because,
Unless she has cash.
What made you feel like you can go?
Because she needs to go to Trois-Rivières. You see that she needs to go. And if she liked the other agent, she would have listed already. Because what do you guys learn so far? If you don't list right away, you'll never list that property again. If you go to an appointment and you don't sign the contract in that appointment, your chances of listing the property just went from 100% to nothing. How many times did you actually list way after you did the visit? How many times? Twice? Okay, on how many listings? Once, twice, it's gonna happen, but really,
It happens.
Really,
You have to-
if you walk out of that house, your chances drop by at least 70%, 80%. Okay?
Unless you call them weekly.
So what?
They block.
But let me ask you something. If she didn't sign with that agent, it's because she didn't think he was strong enough. Because if that agent was strong enough and gave her the price she wanted, she would have listed. I wouldn't even have that conversation. Right? Okay, give me other objections. No more? That's it. Those are boring. Okay, so you need to spend a lot of time pre-qualifying than building relationship. Let me ask you something. When you go see a doctor, you're not feeling well, you're coughing, you're sitting in front of the doctor, and the doctor says, "Oh my God, Shula, you got beautiful hair. You got such a nice smile. Wow, how you're dressed. My God, this
Mashallah.
looks good."
What's wrong with the doctor? Is he looking at you?
Maybe it's an esthetician.
Maybe like, I don't know what kind of doctor that is. Would you have a conversation? Would you like not just kick him and walk out? I would, and I'm a guy and I would do it. pervert, like horrible. Okay.
Dr. House.
So what do you expect when you go see a doctor? You expect them to do what?
Ask lots of questions.
To figure out what the hell you have, right? And two, to try to find a solution for your problem. What does the seller want? He wants a person to understand his situation and see if he has a remedy for that situation.
He's not looking for a friend.
So stop wasting time on talking about the curtains. They don't care. Stop talking about the carpet or the dog. Just go in, be a professional, act like a professional. Okay? So, if you want to build a real business, start asking questions. Okay? So, yes.
But just to add, especially for the young brokers that get like very excited about booking their appointments.
Yeah.
So they might just to keep the booking, maybe not ask enough questions, not pre-qual enough, then they're gonna go on the appointment, not get
Learn
the
the hard
listing. And then that takes the wind out of your sales and you become less motivated to continue because you didn't get.
You went on
and
3
you
appointments,
spent
you never got the
all that
listing.
time.
Self-doubt.
Yeah, so if you actually, it's better to take the, bite the bitter pill at the beginning and ask all the questions you guys need to ask. So that if it's a no, it's a no.
It's a no.
But it's
Move on.
better that it's a no and you.
Over the
spend half
phone,
an
5-10
hour
minutes, you're done. It's no,
than
don't waste
5
time.
hours.
Je pense que tu te prends
Just so
pas
that-
aux deux, parce que quand ça fait 2 fois que tu te rends, puis
Ah.
t'es là, moi,
Oui,
après ça, j'étais comme,
mais ce qui
ah,
arrive,
c'est
oui, c'est vrai que tu vas apprendre de tes propres
Ouais,
erreurs,
ouais.
on s'entend là. Mais
Tu devrais.
Ouais.
Mais le problème, c'est qu'il y en a qui se découragent parce que tu as été à 2-3 rendez-vous, ça t'a pris 2 semaines à voir ces rendez-vous-là. Tu as réussi à les booker, tu es allé, tu n'as pas listé, et là, qu'est-ce qui se passe? Ta motivation, puis plus que ta motivation baisse, moins que ça te tente de faire le travail, etc., 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 etc. So, je vais vous dire de quoi. Quand j'étais au téléphone et que je prospectais, là, je bookais au moins 5 à 6 rendez-vous par jour. Par jour. Et je vais vous donner un truc. C'est quoi les 2 mots que je vous ai appris?
No problem, no obligation.
No obligation, no problem. I'm not going to sign a contract.
No problem.
I'm never going to pay a commission. No problem. What is your job in the morning? Remember the dumb Fadi at 19. Always remember that guy. Okay, I'll remind you who that guy was. At 19, I used to sell on the phone heat pumps. I didn't know what the hell a heat pump was. You know when I learned what a heat pump was? At 34. But I was making more money than all my friends combined. Why? I learned 2 words.
No problem.
No problem. God bless Howard, my boss. My boss came to me one day and he said, Fadi, you're good on the phone. I'm going to teach you 2 words. I said, go. He says, no problem. I said, what do you mean? He says, whatever they say to you, whatever objection they give you, just say, no problem. Is it okay for tomorrow at 6? I said, well, what if they say they don't want to buy? He says, what do you say? No problem. I said, okay, good. I'm going to write that down. And I said, why, Howard? He says, don't worry about it. You'll understand one day. He never explained to me that he had someone that pre-qualifies after me. He never told me that. But I learned. So what happens is in the afternoon, we would book the appointments at night, and in the morning, they would call all these appointments and do what? Pre-qualify them. What kind of heating system you have? You know, what is this? What is that? How much do you pay on your bill? And then they make math. Can they save money and by saving money, pay for the machine? You know, and so on and so forth. So these guys are pretty smart. They were pre-qualified. And then the salesperson would go and sell the property. Not the property, but the actual machine. And I knew one thing. I wasn't that smart. Okay. I had a nice car and I had to pay for it. Okay. I had some few dates, so I had to pay for that too. So these are the 2 things I learned. I learned that if I work and book a lot of appointments, that every day I put an appointment on, or 2 or 3 or 4, half of them I get a commission of $100. That's what I understood at the age of 19. Plus my $10 an hour, which was a lot of money at that time. So you're the same. In the morning, be the dumb Fadi. book what? Appointments. Then be the smart person that operates and then ask the questions in the afternoon. Don't mix two things up. You have three personalities, guys. In the morning, dumbfounded, but make good money. Okay? Handsome. Yeah. Two. It took like 30 seconds. That was okay. Number two. Okay, some people didn't even. Okay.
Because they agree, you see?
Number two, be the operator in the afternoon. You're the person by the book, preparing all the paperwork, calling, making sure, the organizer calling. Okay, the person in charge, the operator, the person in the operations. And the third is when you go on the appointment, you're the salesperson. Is the salesperson making calls? No, he's not. Who does the calls? Dumb 19-year-old Fadi, handsome. So see, I told you most of them didn't even. Okay, so now you follow me. That's the person that's calling in the morning. This is it. That's it. Don't be smart about it. Fadi didn't know what the hell he was selling. He could have been selling drugs, and I wouldn't damn know. But I just knew one thing: 4 hours, $10. And let's say I needed another $200. How many appointments do I need to book? Four. Wasn't that smart? But make good money.
That's an expensive date.
No, that was an expensive car because it was more important than the date. My car was like, that was my baby. That was my real baby. I was always with baby. Anyway, I'm a car guy. I like cars. Okay, so you follow me?
Yes.
Prequal is the basics of everything. If you do not pre-qualify your sellers and your buyers, you're wasting time and money. The only thing you can exchange against your money is your time. It's the only thing you can ever do. Remember that, okay? You have your money comes in based on effort. So the higher your pay per hour means you have to be what? Amazing with everything else. Why some lawyers charge $450 an hour and some of them charge $100? Why? If you're going to jail, are you going to hire the $100 or the $450? The $450. Why will you hire the $450? More skills. Why will they pay you 6% commission?
More skills.
More skills. Why will they list with you and not with Johnny here that says 500,000? More skills. So the better your skills, the more you'll earn per hour. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so one of the ways that I used to pre-qualify is I used to always keep my pre-qualification script in my pocket, okay? And as you guys saw, I know the script by heart. Why? Because I've said it so many thousands of times that it's just imprinted in my brain now. But for the longest time, I had it in my pocket all the time. Because can a client call you in the middle of you driving? Can he call you in the evening? Can he call you at any time? Oh yeah, yeah, that appointment that you wanted? Okay, I'm fine for tomorrow, 6 p.m. Oh, good. All right, let's pre-qual. Okay, yes.
Speaking of that, when you're cold calling, you don't save people's numbers on your phone, right? So sometimes people call you back because they haven't answered, and then you don't know who it is because you're not in front of your computer. So is there a line
a line?
Something to
Something
say
that you can say?
What's your address again? Or,
when they call you, well, first of all, when they call you, what's that?
I agree with you. That
Yeah,
happens to me
yeah,
often.
it happens. Obviously, it happens. Okay, so when you do get that call, ask questions. Say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I can't see the number that's calling me."
Just say, remind me the address.
Can you remind me your address? Yes.
You also have your voicemail that says your Royal Lepage and this, leave a short message.
Yeah, but if you
Gives you a
answer
bit
the
of time.
call on like a number,
Yeah, but it wouldn't be saved in your contact. So you just let it go to voicemail.
You let it go to
Catch it when you-
I catch it while it's
Yeah,
catch it while it's there. C'est un poisson, tu ne laisses pas aller à ta boîte vocale. Okay? Parce qu'il ne sait pas t'es qui. Surtout si tu appelles, il ne sait pas t'es qui. Un expirant en VPP, il ne sait pas t'es qui. So, moi, ce que je fais, c'est que je fais quand même, j'essaie de faire Un appel rapide, c'est OK. Like, okay, I saw, I'm sorry, who am I talking to? It's John. Okay, John, you have a property for sale? Oh, yes, I do. Which address again?
Yeah.
And now you have the address. And guys, if that happens to you, now he doesn't know yet that you're an agent. Remember that.
Mhm.
Remember that. I'll tell you something. I'll tell you a little trick. The fact that he doesn't know you're an agent is to your advantage for now. So what do you have to do? Can you just stop? You can do the script if you know the script by heart, the script of for sale by owner or expired. Okay. If you don't know it, tell him, can I call you back in 10 minutes? Get the damn script. All right. Now you can keep it in your pocket. I know my pre-qual was always in my pocket. Okay, it was always there. Okay, it was part of my wallet. Okay, but if you get those calls back, that's what I would do. Okay. Okay, no problem. So, I'm sorry. Hold on. Any questions here online?
It's probably a good idea maybe to print out a bunch.
Yeah, just keep it. I mean, I used to keep it like really like, you know, whatever I had in my pocket. One of them was the prequal. It was always there.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, I learned it by heart, but you know, in the beginning, that's what I used to do. So, okay. So, you guys want to see your job? You want to see how easy your job is? Who wants to actually physically see how easy your job is? Want to see it, yes? Okay, you want to see it? So, look how stupid our job is. I have a lady here that needs to sell her house. She needs to sell it. And there's another lady here that needs to buy a house. They both need something. Stand in the way. That's it. That's your job. You want to sell your house?
Yeah.
Yeah. How much you offer?
600,000.
600,000. Are you okay paying 600,000?
Yep.
That's it. What if you say no?
No, I'm not.
How much you want to pay?
450.
450. Are you okay starting at 450?
460.
460 you're good?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. 460?
No worries.
Okay, we got a deal. That's you up from 600 to 460. See how easy that was? Guys, it is that easy. You take it way too seriously. You take your job way too seriously. Someone needs to sell. Someone needs to buy. Did I say they want to sell? I said they need to sell. You need to find the need to sell, the need to buy. And that's why pre-qualification will get you to where you want. Because even if you book 6 appointments, maybe 4 of them want to sell. You need to book the 2 or remain with the 2 that needs to sell. You need to stick to that. You need to understand. If they don't need to sell, they're not going to be, are they going to be willing to drop from 600 to 460?
No.
No. But if they need to sell, will they do it? Sorry? It's not a matter of corner. It's a matter of there's a need. That woman needs to be in Trois-Rivières. Like, there's no other choice. She's not getting 75 offers. That's the only offer, and then she needs to move.
That's the price of the property.
That's what anybody is willing. I mean, do you decide what the price is?
No.
No one decides. No one. The seller doesn't decide. The buyer doesn't decide. The agent doesn't decide. The bank doesn't decide. The evaluator doesn't decide. Because sometimes you'll hear, like, whoa, I got an evaluation for 500. Did the evaluator buy it? No, then it's worthless.
Il demandait 100 000 de plus, puis il a signé 100 000 de moins plus sa commission.
Absolument. Est-ce qu'ils doivent vendre?
Je pense que mon acheteur va acheter, by the way, mais je veux dire 100 000 de moins.
100 000? Ben c'est ça. C'est parce qu'ils doivent vendre. Elle vient de baisser de 140 000. Mais ce que je vous dis, c'est que c'est ça la réalité. La réalité, c'est qu'elle doit vendre. Elle n'a plus le choix. Tu te ramasses avec quoi, là? Tu s'en vas à Trois-Rivières, tu fais quoi? T'en vas là, tu laisses le mari à la maison, tu dis quoi tu fais? C'est quoi le plan? Faut que you gotta move. And nobody is offering you more than what this woman offered. She offered 460, and that's it.
Je vois dans les expirés, des fois, ça a été listé à $7.99 and then they put it on du courrier at $6.99.
There you go.
They decrease it themselves.
Yeah, because they know it's not gonna sell. Like you guys, I'm not the one who's gonna, if you put yourself in a situation where you decide on the price, guess what happens? You're in shit. You can't decide. The market always decides. And the market is not a seller. The market is the seller, the buyer, the evaluator, and the bank. It's all four of them that need to agree on a price. They need to agree, all four of these people, on a price. And if any of these four does not agree on a price, is there a sale? No. So you need to understand this. This is the basics. You need to find people that need to sell. And how do you find them? Do you find them when you're prospecting? You never find them when you're prospecting. Remember that. You're trying to be smarter than the reality. If you think that you know they're motivated when you are prospecting, you are doing something wrong. Remember Fadi, the handsome, dumb, young Fadi. Okay? The only thing he understood is I'm paid that much per hour, and if I close that many appointments, that's how much I'm going to get paid. The whole mechanics behind it, c'est pas important. Wasn't important. But somebody behind Fadi pre-qualified these people. Do you think, let me ask you a question. If I'm the operating manager of that company, of Howard's company, okay? If I'm the operating manager of Howard's company, and the salesperson goes to the appointment. First time goes to the appointment, the seller is not, give me that damn phone. First time, he goes to the appointment, she's not motivated enough. Okay? He won't say nothing, he'll shut his mouth. Second appointment, he goes to his appointment. And that guy is not serious enough or doesn't even have the right systems in his house. What do you think is going to happen the next day at the office? Let's say he's a very amiable salesperson. He's not going to get in trouble right away. He'll wait. He'll go to a third person. If the third person is not qualified to buy from him, who do you think that salesperson is going to go see the next day? The boss. Howard? Yeah. I don't know who the hell's pre-qualifying my buyers, sorry. Because I went to 1, 2, and 3 appointments, and all these people were not pre-qualified. Is that salesperson happy? He just waited what? Who's gonna get in shit? Fadi? Fadi won't get in shit. Fadi just booked an appointment. The pre-qualifier is gonna get in shit. The operator is gonna get in shit. You're gonna have to decide at one point in your company who that operator is. If you don't have him, the salesperson at night is pissed off. He went for a 2-hour, wasting his time. Then he went again. Then Marie-Ève figured out, now I need to hire an operator. Her name is Marie-Ève too, by the way. It happens to be. It's a decision. It's a company that has to have structure. Prospector, operator, salesperson. Prospector, operator, salesperson. Prospector, operator, salesperson. You have to have all 3 of them separate from each other. In the morning, you pre-qualify, and you prospect. In the afternoon, you pre-qualify, and in the evening, you sign contracts. That's it. That's as simple as it can be. Doesn't have to be more complicated than that. Okay? So, does your competition do that? Well, we just heard she got a $500,000 and just whatever. It's worth $500,000. Will she take me more seriously when I show up than the other guy?
Yes.
Yeah. Why?
Because you're running your business like a professional real business. You said there's the.
It's a real business. I'm not wasting your time or mine. Okay? Do agents normally pre-qualify? You know why?
Yes.
You're free.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
No, they
I think I
don't.
know why they don't pre-qualify.
Go ahead.
There's a chance they might get the business and they'd rather walk in like this than, walk.
Because they have no other
eyes closed.
appointments.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hopefully that one will sign. Oh my God, if I ask him if he's going to sign with me, maybe he's going to say no. And if he says no, I don't know how I would take it. Jesus Christ, ask more questions. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? You really want to? Like, I'd rather sit down and watch Netflix than waste my time with an agent, with a seller that's not serious. I'm not too strong on Netflix, but I prefer that. Trust me, to wasting my time at some idiot's house that's not even a seller. He's just, oh no, we just wanted to see how much we want to sell in 3 years, but we wanted to know what the market's worth. And you're there in front of him, like, you have a knife. It's not too far. You're in the kitchen. You're looking at the knife, and you're like, okay, how many years of jail? That's 25 years to life. So no.
It's like 5 years.
Yeah. You're good. 5 years? Well, how much money am I going to lose in 5 years? So no, still not a good option. Okay. Can I punch him? Well, that's an option. But then I leave traces, and if I leave traces, I'm still gonna get in shit. So no punching. The dog, maybe the dog. I'll kill the dog. Who the hell knows? I'll grab that dog. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is, you need to decide that you're either a professional or an amateur. A lot of these agents out there are amateurs. The professionals ask a lot of questions and the amateurs talk. Remember that, okay? 95% of the people out there don't even know what pre-qualifications mean. Okay, because can I share something with you? You know why 95% of the real estate agents don't pre-qualify and don't even know that they need to do that? You know why? You have an idea?
It's the ego.
No, well, yeah, obviously it's part of it. They think they're smarter than that.
Because they're not going through boot camp.
They're not going through boot camp. There's no Fadi, okay, maybe, but in reality, I'll tell you, it's a secret. Let me ask you guys here. So how many are we? We're 2 plus 8. It's about 20 people. So out of 20 people, how many of you, before getting into real estate, had a direct sales job? And you know what direct sales job means? Direct, not you're at a place where people come, like let's say a dealership. You're selling cars, you're there, and people come in. Direct is you're going to the client.
Yeah.
How many of you had that?
Only for a couple of months.
Only a couple of months. I have 1, 2, 3. 3 out of 20. What's the percentage? 15%. What did I say to you? 95%. It's pretty close. Don't even do that. You know why? Because they don't know they need to do it. And nobody teaches them that they need to do it. And they don't go to a boot camp, so they don't even have an idea what a damn boot camp is. Okay? So
It's for that reason I'm here.
that's the reason you're here. You tried. It's okay. You tried. Why don't you try? How many here worked for another company before? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Okay.
Yeah, but then
Okay. So now for buyers, okay, let me ask you something, guys. Let me ask you honestly something. So yesterday I was talking with a mortgage broker, a friend of mine who, a family relative that I bought him a property for a few years ago, wants to sell. I haven't had the conversation yet with him, but I knew that was going to come up. And I don't want to sell it, and I'll be honest with you, because I know he cannot buy again. He'll never be qualified. So I was asking TD Bank, Randy, I was asking him, I said, so how much is the rate that you're qualifying at now? You guys know what the rate is? It's 8.1. 8.1 is the pre-qualifying rate. Guys, you know how bad that is?
That means they're expecting it to go above 8.1.
No, well, yes and no, but they put it as a safeguard, but why do they do to the 8?
Don't wanna take risks.
Obviously. Let me ask you a different question. What is it, okay, so if there's a buyer a year ago, February or March, a year ago, okay, versus now.
You can buy more than right now.
So let me ask you something. If let's say, what's the average, let's say average mortgage is 500,000. Okay, so let's play with that number. 500,000, and a year ago they would qualify you at about 5% versus 8%. That's 3%. How much is 3% of 500,000? 15,000. Okay, 5 times 3, 15,000. You guys are like phones, Can you repeat the numbers? So 15,000. That 15,000, is it before or after tax money?
Tax money.
After tax money. Which means how much is it before tax money? 30,000. Okay, let's make it easy. Let's double it. Okay, 30,000 before tax money. So does that mean they have to have? Okay, no, I'll make it easier for you, just so you forget the after tax money. Okay, I'll forget what I just said. 15,000. Do you know that household? So let's say husband and wife want to buy a house. That household, do you know how much more their salary should be? How much higher their salary should be just to afford that same 500,000? So let's say whatever it was before. Okay, let's say it was. I'll tell you how much it was. 6 and a half of 500,000. It's about 30 times 4, 120,000. Okay, that was before the increase of interest rate. So if let's say initially they needed 130,000, okay, to qualify for $500,000, do you know what that household has to have as a salary now to qualify for the same amount? Yeah.
If interest rates were at 2.
130, what would they need now?
3 times as much. Does that make sense?
It would be 3 times the increase. So it's 15,000, 4 times, sorry. 15,000 times 4, that's 60.
Right.
60 plus 130. Now their salary needs to be 190 to qualify for the same $500,000. Okay? So let me ask you something. Is it important for you before you go on visits with a buyer that you ask for a latest pre-qual? Yeah, we've been pre-qualified 6 months ago. Is it still valid?
No.
3 months ago, is it still valid?
No.
When is it still valid?
Today.
Yeah. Can you go back to your banker, please, and get me a new one? Because they're going to call their bank, and the bank's going to say, oh, yeah, that 500 I promised you, now I'll give you 300. But when you said 500 a few months ago, yes, I know. Interest rates have gone up. Did you not listen to the news? No, I did. You don't qualify anymore, Mr. Seller. It's 500. That's it. We're done. So you need to understand that this is the reality. So if you do not pre-qualify a buyer, you're not in business. You're wasting your time again. Okay? So get your mortgage broker to be involved if you have to. Okay? And by the way, if you have a listing for sale, it's the same thing. Don't go show the damn property if they're not qualified.
No, it happens.
I know. Yes.
Michael and I went on a preview on Saturday, where an agent took on the listing during the height of all this price hikes, and they didn't qualify their buyer. So they held them on the line for 6 months. By the time they realized that the buyer was no longer qualified, obviously the market had taken a dip, and they went from being able to sell at 650 to now being able to sell at maybe 400. So multiples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially on multiplex.
Yeah.
What you guys don't understand is once you hit 6 and above, you're commercial. And commercial is pure math. Pure. So I'll make it easy for you. Building's worth 1 million. Bank evaluates it at, you know what? Let's make it fun. Okay. The seller accepts an offer at 1.2 million. The bank thinks it's worth $1 million. They will finance him 850,000. in February 2022. Same building, same owner, same buyer, same bank. Okay? They'll go back again. And now the value is down from $1 million to 700. And they'll finance 85% of 700, which means that they will finance about almost 600, a bit less than 600. From 850 to 600, that's a drop of 250,000. Who has to come up with the rest of the money? The buyer. Will the buyer buy?
No.
So you have to understand that interest rate is directly related to prices of real estate. Now, do you think the market right now is on the upturn or downturn on price? Okay, so let me run some numbers with you. So I had my coaching call this morning with Sydney, and you guys know I follow my numbers every single day. I know exactly what's going on in the company every single day in terms of transactions. January 2022, we did 160 sales. We were 150 agents, 149. Okay. January 2023, 65 sales. From 160 to 65. Are we more agents or less agents? More agents, less sales. What does that tell you about price? So if we are running this company super tight, and I'm teaching and you're learning and you're coming to the class and you're applying and you're unable to increase those sales, what do you think the other agencies are doing? None of that. So what do you think their agents are doing? Hiding. Oh my God, what do we do?
Playing at Costco.
And you know what some brokers, you know what I've heard lately that really, I couldn't believe I was hearing that? Owners of agencies and managers of agencies saying to their agents, don't worry, it's just a matter of time. It's going to go back up. I'm like, where the hell are these guys? What kind of shit are they smoking?
Enron.
Huh?
Not Enron, Freddie Mac.
All of them. Yeah, all of them.
So what do you do in the meantime? You start?
They will start.
That's what they say.
That's exactly what will happen. So there's going to be a shedding of less and less agents. More will leave the business. Less will come in. So if you could survive through that time, you will thrive. In order for you to survive, you need to be alert. Okay? So I don't know who's not coming tomorrow. Whoever's not coming tomorrow is an idiot. Okay? I'm just telling you. The training tomorrow, Larry Kozak, you better be there both days. And if you're not, you're an idiot. That's all I have to say. Okay? So what happens to real estate agents that do not pre-qualify the appointment? What happens to them? So they're all here, okay? I've written them down, and there's tons more. They're paid less per hour. They're frustrated. What Adrian was saying is exact. Motivation goes down because they get refused, because they wasted time, because instead of going with their son, daughter, husband, wife for a Valentine's Day, they actually went on an appointment that was a waste of time. So I'm telling you, that's a little trick. Don't go tonight if it's shit. Pre-qualify them, okay? Okay, so generally, do they end up having the price that they want or whatever the seller wants? Do they generally get a higher commission or lower commission?
Lower.
Do they get longer contract or shorter contract? Okay. Are they more motivated to make calls the next day or less? Okay, so get over it. Understand, it's important. Pre-qualification is the basics of your business. Okay, so do you guys have any questions for me? Any questions? Let me check online. Okay, if you guys have online, let me know. Okay.
So Fadi, if they tell you that they're flexible on time,
No, that's a good one.
I get that a lot.
All right, let's have fun with it, guys. Give me these objections. Let's have fun with it. So okay, so now you're saying that you're flexible on time. Okay, so let me understand something. You said to me earlier that when you sell your home in Saint Laurent, you're moving to Brossard. Is that still the case?
Yes.
Okay, why? Now, guys, very important to understand. Why did you decide on Brossard specifically?
Oh, my children live there.
Okay, I love those ones. Okay, this is amazing. Listen, that's a nice conversation. Okay, your children live there. Do you have grandchildren, by the way?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's good. So let me ask you. So, how old are they?
Oh, they're 4 and 6.
Oh my gosh, they're babies. So I guess you want to spend more time with them, right?
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. Can I be honest with you? Can I ask you a question? Yes. Are you planning on buying a place when you go to Brossard, or are you planning on renting?
Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not important for me.
It's not important to own or to rent?
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason why I'm asking. What do you prefer? Would you prefer to be, again, the owner, or do you prefer to be a tenant?
I would be nice to be an owner.
Okay.
But it depends.
Which makes sense, right? You don't want to spend your money to give it to somebody else.
Right.
Right? Makes sense. Like, so you could give it, you could keep more for yourself, right? So, can I ask you an honest question?
Yes.
If the prices in Saint Laurent go up, do you normally think that the prices in Brossard go up or down?
They're going to go up.
Yeah. So, and if they go down in Saint Laurent, would they go up or down with with Brossard?
They'll go down.
They'll go down, right? So does it really make a difference if we sell it at a higher price or lower price if you're going to still buy?
Oh, well, yes, because I want to be able to keep some amount in my pocket.
Correct. But if you're going to buy with that money, we could have a little bit of a higher mortgage to keep your money on the side. Why don't we discuss it? But let me ask you an honest question. What price won't you go below?
580.
580. And if no one offers you in Montreal for the next 7 years more than 500,000, are you willing to wait 7 years before you move to Brossard?
No, but I can't guarantee that.
Okay, but if the market is going down in terms of price, do you think you're going to get more for your money next year or less?
Less.
Less. So if it's worth 500,000, do you think it's going to be worth more next year if the market is going down, or less?
Less.
Less. So how long do you want to wait? How many years are you willing to stay in Ville Saint Laurent and not seeing your grandkids every day?
Well, I visit them from time to time, so it doesn't really matter. This would just be an ideal situation.
Okay.
You
So
get that?
it's fine. Guys, it's fine. Let's have fun. I'm here to teach you how to be. I want to see how motivated she is.
But what I realize is you're not just asking questions, you're literally telling them what to say.
What did I tell you? There's 3 types of questions.
Me, like I
There's
can't.
3. Learn those down. How many times did I teach you those questions? There's 3 types. A, open-ended questions.
Yes.
When, why, where, how, who. Okay? Type 2, directional questions. What have I been doing?
I need to use that.
I'm directing her towards what I want her to say. Because if I say it, she won't believe it. If she says it, she will believe it. Give me that damn phone.
My client.
I don't care. What did I just say?
Okay, enough.
What did I just say?
Listen.
Put it away.
It's worth much. If you want to make money with your client, listen. Directional questions. You need to learn how to ask directional questions. A or B. A or B. How many times did I ask you today A or B questions? A lot. Why? First, I'm making sure you're understanding my question. Second, when you say it, you believe it. It's true. The minute it comes out of your mouth, for you, it's true. It's a statement. So you can keep going with this directional. Your objective is to see, okay, does she understand that she's going to be far from them? And if the answer is yes, is she okay with that? And if the answer is yes, and she's okay with the fact that she's going to stay far from her grandkids for a long time, is she okay with that? And if the answer is yes, 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 I don't want to go to that appointment.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Any other questions?
Monsieur Fadi,
Yes.
une question.
Vas-y.
Par rapport à la première précale, souvent j'entends les gens dire, mais c'est pas une objection, mais c'est plus de l'arrogance. C'est quand ils demandent, par exemple, monsieur, madame, combien d'argent est-ce qu'il vous reste sur la maison à payer. souvent, il y a des gens qui disent que c'est pas que tu veux savoir ça.
Ben, c'est, moi, ce que je vais faire, monsieur le vendeur, c'est la raison pour la. En passant, je peux sortir cette information-là. That's the first thing I say. Je peux la sortir, mais je vais rendre ça facile. Je veux vous envoyer un net sheet. Vous voulez savoir qu'est-ce qui va rester dans vos poches, n'est-ce pas? Alors, c'est pour ça que je la demande. Alors, combien vous devez sur la maison?
Disons 400 000.
C'est parfait. Okay.
What about the proprio and they say, oh, we're gonna wait, we're not sure, maybe in a year from now. How do you get them?
Well, you need to, no, you cannot get them to be motivated. You understand, guys?
But what
you
if
need
they
to
just
understand
think
if they
that
are.
right now is not the good time? How do you?
But how is it not the good time? Let me ask you a question.
It is a
Why
good
do you
time.
say it's a good or bad time? You don't know. The question
They
is,
think it's a bad time.
Non, mais si tu peux leur montrer qu'ils vont faire de l'argent là.
C'est ça, mais.
mais la question, c'est que c'est une très, très bonne question qu'elle pose, ok? C'est vraiment une très bonne question parce que regardez, les amis, il y a quelque chose qu'il faut que vous compreniez aussi, là. La motivation devient extrêmement importante pour une simple raison. Présentement, elle a une propriété à Ville-Saint-Laurent. Elle a un taux fixe qui se termine en 2024. Fin 2025. 3%. OK? Si elle va racheter, est-ce qu'elle va même se qualifier? On ne sait pas. C'est pour ça que je vous dis que c'est important de savoir la motivation. Parce que regarde, Chloé, imagine, je vois, okay, tu vas devenir vendeuse pour 2 minutes, OK? You'll be my seller for 2 minutes. So, Chloe has a property, it's worth $600,000. She wants $700,000. She's motivated enough to go down to $600,000. I need to understand what's her plan. If her plan is to go rent, it's fine. Doesn't stress me. If her plan is to go buy, where is she looking to buy? How much is that budget? Why?
Bill Perot, small condo.
Okay, so you want to downsize.
Yeah.
I'm okay with downsizing.
I'm getting old, I have 2 dogs, I wanna move.
I'm
to
okay with
Bill Perot.
downsizing, and you can explain financially why it makes sense. Upsizing is going to be a problem.
I have that.
Upsizing is going to be a very big problem because they don't qualify anymore. If they've qualified for a $500,000 mortgage in 2022, early 2022, now they qualify for a $350,000 mortgage. So if they want to upside, the difference has to be cash on a down market. This is why we're having a lot of problems right now. So you need to understand economics, guys. You need to understand what's going on in their mind. If that person sells, I'll tell you something. You know what's going to happen? If you don't have a conversation with her, she's going to sell with you, or at least get an offer. And now she wants to buy. She'll go to the bank, and the bank won't qualify her. She's going to be.
You have to do both
Fear.
of the same.
That's what I'm scared
You
of.
have to-
Thank you.
That's what I'm scared of. Exactly this situation.
But that is the
She wants
situation.
to sell. She has a big down payment, which is helping me to buy. She's upgrading. She wants a house. She
So
has
get
a
her
condo.
qualified on how much she can get
But
now.
I'm thinking, okay, she has a down payment, a
Doesn't
very
matter.
good
Doesn't-
down payment.
How much is the down payment? 200, okay. And how much, how much is it worth today? Per
What?
house?
Her house is a condo. I told her give
Give me a number, I don't care.
400,000.
400, so she has 50% loan to value. She has 200,000 left.
In a way, maybe a bit more.
Okay, whatever. Let's say make it easy. 200, okay? Let's say commission included, everything 400,
Yeah.
okay? She has 200 more. How much does she want to buy for?
We saw property.
600?
No, there's one she's like looking into 450.
Okay,
Which is not-
50,000 more.
Yeah.
But hold on. Does she qualify for 250?
That's what I don't know.
You need to know
She
that.
has to see a mortgage
You need
broker.
to, she needs to see a
Refer her
mortgage
to a
broker.
mortgage broker.
Don't screw that lady up.
Scared.
Don't do it. Just get a mortgage broker to tell you how much they would qualify her for. If they qualify her for 250, 300, you have no problem. If they qualify her for 150, you have a problem.
What if the house is paid off? My seller is just scared to not sign anything.
That is simple.
Okay,
So I'll show-
tell me.
Let's do it.
Is it
Tell me.
cold? Who am I?
You're that seller.
Cohen.
What did you smoke?
Okay, so.
Okay.
Okay, so, I'm scared not to find, a condo in Il Perot.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm just gonna stay here for a couple more
And
months.
she's an older woman?
older, yeah. older
Now, let me
man.
ask you, is there any condos in El Perro?
Yeah.
Okay. You know there is,
Yeah,
right?
in
She doesn't know. So why don't you do this? Did you already have the contract with her?
It's not because
So you call her back, you say, Mrs. Seller, I have some awesome news for you. Can I come and see you tonight?
And then what?
Yeah, I'll tell you then what to do.
I've already did the presentation.
Okay.
We're at a point where
Hello,
it's like,
hello,
just-
hello, hello, Mrs. Chloe.
yes,
I have awesome news for you. Can I come and see you tonight?
good.
Ask him what are the news.
Ask me.
What's the news?
You'll see.
I want to know before you come.
Oh, you don't want to see me tonight? How about tomorrow?
That's good. That's something I would say actually.
Okay?
So good.
How about
Okay,
tomorrow?
and then,
Hold on. Just say yes. Give me my appointment.
okay, come at 6 p.m.
What does she need? Condos. What are you gonna bring with you?
Condos. Exactly.
Bring her 72 damn condos for sale.
I already sent
Which
them
one
to
do
him
you
on
put?
email.
She's not.
What did I say?
Go.
What did I say? Send
Go.
or did I say go?
With the
Okay,
condos.
There's a difference.
and then,
Then you show her which one do you prefer? This one? 3 bedroom, 1 bedroom, whatever. Oh, you don't like that one? Okay, garbage. How about this one? This one maybe? Okay, let's put a little check mark. How about this? Garbage. How about this one? Garbage. This. You know what we're gonna do tomorrow? We're gonna go and visit these condos together.
I want a bunch of
And
property.
then
that I
maybe you
wanna
can
put
make
on
an
the
offer
market.
conditional on selling that property.
Yes, I told him that already.
No,
Wasn't
you
it?
told him,
I told him that.
but he didn't say yes. You
He
need
said
to
I
ask.
need to think of this.
So let me make you say yes. I'm gonna get that listing.
He's mine.
I'm gonna get that listing. So you wanna role play this, guys, until the end? I'm gonna role play. Yeah, so this one is good? Yeah, you
Yes,
like
that
it?
one.
Yes. How about this one?
Nah,
No, okay, garbage. How about this one?
yes.
Yeah, okay, now I got 4. Now, all these 4, when are you free? Are you free tomorrow afternoon? We can go see them together?
Yeah.
Okay,
Around 12.
let's do that. Let's do that. Did I close anything right now? No. Why? What's his stress? See that?
Yeah.
And then when you find it, oh, you like that one. Okay, let me check how much we can negotiate on.
You don't pre-qualify her first?
Well, first, she's buying cash, she's full of money.
Ah, buying cash.
She's good.
Okay.
Okay? She doesn't need pre-qualification.
Okay.
Okay? Now what do I have? Now I have an interested buyer in that property. He looked at me, oh my God, yeah, I can see myself here. Not too many stairs, whatever, I could bring my dog. Now, he's in a buyer mode. You know the good news, Mr. Seller? I could put an offer conditional on selling your condo, your house.
See?
So what's his number again?
Yep.
That's the easiest sell you could have.
it. We have an appointment tonight.
That's the easiest sell you could have. Guys, you have to understand, it's logic. But emotion makes them react.
Yeah.
Get him emotional. Bring him in. See the condos. He's scared that he's not gonna have an offer. Look, dude, there's 72 of them. We visited 7. You like them? Yeah, which one do you prefer? Make them go, make them see, make them feel. That's his stress. His stress is not money, his stress is not sale. He wants to downsize, he doesn't want to be on the street. If you tell him, does he listen? If you tell him, Mr. Seller, don't worry. No, I'm gonna find you a place and I'll make it. He's not listening. He has to feel it. The emotions have to be involved.
But why would you put a conditional? She could buy without conditional.
Dude, let's start. Like, bring her somewhere. Bring that guy to be interested. The minute he's interested, now we're having a conversation.
The ball.
Absolutely. Get them going. That's a good sale and that's a good purchase. It's a cash buyer with this market, this crazy market. You know? Okay. Any other questions? You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Who the?
Call him now. I am on my schedule. I'm going to.
Bring him a chocolate.